All right, so boot camp number 2. Here we go, Mrs. Fit. Boot camp number 2, 6 inches, 6 inches, 300 CMYK. It will look like, sorry, here we go. It will look like this when you are all said and done, but you might have different colors or whatnot, but the structure will look like this. We are doing a grid, and you are going to learn how to rotate. You are going to rotate things perfectly, not just freely, but perfectly. So here we roll. So 6, 300 CMYK boot camp number 2. Go ahead and hit create. All right, here's our lovely canvas. I'm going to make sure Control R will turn my rulers on. I'm going to put my mouse inside of the ruler, hold down left click, and I'm going to drag down 2 rulers, 2 here to 2 and 4. And then I'm going to do from the top 2 and 4 to create my grid. These are grid lines, all right? They will not print. They are just there to help as your guide. Then I'm going to go ahead and go to File, Open, and I'm going to locate that file I just downloaded. Again, if you don't know how to download your files from Google Classroom, you can go back in boot camp number 1, rewatch the video. All right, we're going to watch this. We're going to, once again, we're going to click on that layer, that lock, turn that off. We'll go to select subject. Now I've got two files now, so I can go ahead. I'm still going to select the inverse. I'm going to go ahead and hit delete. And I'm going to hit Control D to get running the ants. Okay. You may choose whichever one you want. I think this one is easier because it's on the top and it's closer. No, I don't really care. I just think it's better with the 2 leaves. So now how do I get this? Because when I go to my move tool and I move it around, it's all on the same layer. So this is where the selection tools come in. I can use a rectangular, I could use an elliptical, I could use the lasso tool, polygonal lasso tool, but I'm going to tell you right now, we'll probably just use the rectangular. They all kind of work differently, but this one just draws a rectangle. All right, and since it's a PNG, it has a transparent background. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. If you're like Control D to get rid of the running ants, and if you're like, no, Mrs. Fitz, I want to do a circle. All right, well, there you go, Control D, or you can use the free lasso, and you can just draw like this around it. All right, I'm going to then click on my move tool, hold down left click, and drag and put it on over here, okay? I could have resized it smaller, but I forgot, so it's fine, so I'll just do it here. All right, per the chart in Google Classroom, all right, or on the slide, the assignment, okay? I actually have it written down right here too, because that was really nice, but it's probably backwards. All right, we've got original 45, 90, 135, 130, negative 135, negative 90, 180, and a big and a different color one in the middle. So what you guys will do then is you will pull out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 copies. Is that right? I don't know. I'm going to hold down Alt. I'm going to transform this. Hold down Alt. Okay, keep them aligned so I don't have to go and do the whole alignment thing, right? It helps. We're going to flip these so they're eventually going to get done anyway, but you know, start aligning. You see one going in both direction, and there you go. So now to flip things, so for this one, all you do is you put your mouse on the outside right corner. You'll see that little rotate tool. Click once, and then up here you'll get the angle tool. This one needs to be negative 45. There we go. We hit enter, and we'll roll. Okay, or click the checkbox. We'll do it again. All right, we'll be outside of this. Up this one needs to get negative 90. All right, this one gets same thing. Hold your mouse outside. This one gets negative 135. All right, and you will do the same. This one gets 180. I'll just keep doing it, even though you guys are sitting here in class waiting for me, but that's all right. Okay, this one gets not negative because we're on the positive side. I know all this math. Evan, we do math in here. All right, and then we go 90. All right, and then this one will be 45. There we go. Okay, 45. All right, and then I'm just going to make one more copy of this, and you know what? I'm going to have a little fun with this. I'm going to not listen to Mrs. Fitz, who said put one in the middle. I'm going to put a bunch, and I'm going to just free rotate these because I'm a rebel. You cannot free rotate in the others. You need to know how to do this perfectly. All right, we'll put these together like a little puzzle. All right, we'll turn this just a little bit, and then I think I'm going to go back to image adjustments, desaturation. I'm just going to color those up real cutely. They're pretty bad though. I'm going to click on colorize. Colorize does something totally different. No, I don't like that. All right, I'm just putzing, wasting these guys' time. Image adjustment. Control U is helpful. All right, Control U. There we go, and we'll get a nice blue one in there. There we go. All right, so there we go. I know how to rotate things perfectly and bring in those files and do the grid lines and use the selection tools. So at this point, you're just going to go ahead, save it on your cloud. I don't need the PSD, all right, but I do need the JPEG or the PNG. If you want to keep this a clear background, have at it. It's up to you. I don't really care. Export as JPEG and then submit this to Google Classroom. All right, and there we go. That's Bootcamp.